subscriber Kwame Gentle. Gentle Wakope. Gentle TV. Kwame Gentle TV. YouTube. Mo subscribe. Na mo share. Mo like it. Na mo comments. Na mo manenya de. Mini wa Kwame ni wa also ni wa mini wa. Kwame Gentle TV. Eye papa.
Important. Cassava. I have cassava plant. We've acquired about 125,000 acres. We've already planted or cultivated 30,000, feeding the plant. And what you can look, I always say, the youth of this country should listen to me, that cassava is more important than gold. So if we know the usage, we will not even degrade the lands because of gold. For one, we visited Thailand, agric ministry in Thailand. They line up the products that they use. They line up the products that they use cassava for, from biscuit, tapioca, starch, ethanol, flour, a lot of things. So with my plant, do you know that the cassava we produce, the starch we produce, you use it for drugs. All pharmaceutical industries, every drug they produce, there is starch in it. So the demand all over the world is so high that if we have about 300 cassava plant companies in Ghana, we'll have demand all over the world. We can use the same cassava flour. We can use the cassava for ethanol. We can use the cassava for the tapioca, your banku you eat, agbelema, and all those things. When you put them together, we can use cassava for 40 different products. Young man, here, when you open, you can plant cassava. So I give them practical examples. We use the palm oil to produce frito oil, to produce soaps, even the byproduct of the husk. When you go to Benzo, for instance, they use the husk to generate electricity, you see.
But honorable, people would say we do not have the facilities, the industry, the processing factories to go through all these things.
That is what I'm saying.
Okay.
That agric mechanization and agro-processing.
Okay.
Agro-processing, that's why I use my starch plant as an example.
Okay.
That, we got 30,000 acres to feed the plant. And my estimation, first 18 months, we should build the factory. And the same first 18 months, you cannot get cassava to plant 30,000 acres a year. It will be in batches. So 6 months, you cut it. Another 6 months, you cut it. So by the time you complete about 40,000 acres, the plant is ready to feed the factory. So we are not going to go into agric without the agro-processing. Hell no, we are not going to do that.
Honorable, there are people that would also argue that you have been in government for a very long time. So why did you not suggest these brilliant ideas that you have in your head to the government to actually?
I have suggested several policies, but because I'm just ordinary member of parliament, when I suggest that to the committee in parliament, the minister goes out there with his technical guys and he takes the advice and nothing. Let me give you one example. Two. When I first came to parliament in the year 2001, we took yam, myself and my partner, our company is called Supercare. We took it to Holland, a company called Grasso. They deal in air conditioning and storage facilities. So they cooked the yam, they tested it, and they realized the starch content in the yam is the same as potatoes. So if they can store potatoes for 8 months in Europe or US, then you can store yam for 8 months. They took us to about 6 farms, and all the farms have warehouses, and they are just blowers. This air condition, it will not blow cold, it will not blow hot. The temperature that the blowers give to the stored yam makes the yam feel like it's stored in the earth. I told Kwashiga and the team when they came to Agri Committee, they didn't listen. Another example, say, why should we always import fish into this country? Because June, July, August, the bumper harvest, the fishermen will catch the fish. They have no place to store it. They throw it back into the sea. So we need cold stores. But my brother, you don't need a cold store without a blast freeze machine. You need a blast freeze machine where it will blast freeze the fish at a lower temperature, minus 41 degrees, for 24 hours. And before you move it into the cold store, minus 12, minus 14. If you cut the fish and you store it straight, put it into the cold store, it will not meet international standards. All these things I told them in the committee. Do you know what one of the technical guys said? Guy said, oh, we can smoke them. I said, Jesus Christ.
They can smoke the fish.
Yes.
That is a safer way to
and this is a technical guy advising Kwashiga, Minister of Agric. Can you imagine? So I've done a lot of things behind the scenes for us to change things. That is why I always do it for them to see that we can do it.
That is one of the reasons, because based on statement that you have made before, you are not interested in political positions. That's something that we have known you for.
Yes.
So your decision to contest for the presidency came as a surprise, and I'm sure right now people have gotten used to it.
I've realized that I cannot sit back and contribute when they don't listen. When I believe in what I'm saying. You see, I don't believe in the book. I believe in seeing it. I have been to so many countries in the world, and I've had several meetings. And let me tell you, my brother, I don't go into a meeting and talk about $50 million or $100 million. We talk billions. Companies that I've dealt with, they're always talking billions. And when they take you to the factories, their industries, for you to see what they've done, it gives me encouragement that, look, as a black man, I can also do it. So whatever I'm saying, I have seen it elsewhere that is working. That is why I believe in it. Like this steel plant that I'm building, about 8 steel plant companies in Ghana here, and they are all foreigners. So I asked myself, how can we sit here in our own country? The demand for iron rods and cement, with the cement is only Ibrahim who has come in as a Ghanaian. Everything is foreign. So no, if Ibrahim has gone into cement, I'll go into steel. And trust me, the type of machines that I have brought into this country is in the whole West Africa, in terms of production, not the land size, but in terms of production, I'm the biggest in West Africa. Also, I challenge myself because I've seen it elsewhere. I've been to India. I see how it works. I've been to China. I see how things work. I've been to Thailand. I've been to Europe. I've been to America, and all business.
So, Honorable, in this case, it's a matter of exposure. How people that we have put in positions of power, they are not exposed to the reality outside.
Young man, you've come up with a very good question. You know what? Let me tell you the gospel truth. The best education any human being will have is exposure. You see, with all due respect to people who have learned and have so many degrees and everything, sometimes whatever they are writing, they have not even seen it working physically. But I have seen it. So exposure. You see, those Ghanaians who travel outside the country, seeing what they see over there, when they come, their perception to things change. So exposure is the